So now we're going to be focusing directly on Pinterest. So here I've pulled up my individual Pinterest page. And if you're not really familiar with Pinterest, basically it's like a collection of bulletin boards. So an individual user has an unlimited amount of space to create boards. You might have a health and wellness board, a home DIY board, a kitchen board, a bathroom board, a plant board. And then in the individual boards, what they call pins, it's like a post. So imagine you're pinning something up to the individual board. So if you look here, I have a health and wellness board, and in that board I have several pins. Each one of these things you see here are pins that either I've created or that I've repinned from someone else. So this one here is something that I repinned from somebody else. It's like a retweet on Twitter or sharing a post on Facebook, but you're able to edit the content. So if you like something and you repin it, you could put your website information in there, or a link, an article, whatever. You can change the descriptions. And so one of the examples...
So can I just ask a question? So like each pin you do could have a different link in it?
Absolutely.
Okay,
yep.
Great.
A board is simply just kind of a box where the pins are.
Okay.
So for example, here's the can't poop that we just talked about. Over here, you can see this one is the biggest nutrition myths ever. So if someone clicks on this and opens the individual pin, you can see it's a big picture. By clicking on the picture, it will take them to the article about the nutrition myths. So as we talked about with the trends, for them to click it and be taken somewhere else is not uncommon. That's not something that will cause them to be freaked out. Pinterest is really designed a place for people to learn stuff, to get information, so when it redirects, Pinterest users are not going to freak out and go, where's this taking me? What the heck? Oh no.
Well, you do
it's
that
supposed to do that.
Site. I mean, it sends you to 10 different ones.
Absolutely. So here's 10 biggest nutrition myths. It talks about a bunch of stuff. And then what I did is I took this article that I found on Pinterest, and then I made a trend out of it. And you can refer back to the trend video to see how that all worked out. But the individual boards and pins are pretty awesome. You really can find as much out there as you want. Again, I took the description and put hashtags directly into it. Healthier, nutrition, just a few to be able to redirect people back. So the hashtags, you see up here on the Pinterest search. With Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, hashtags make posts searchable. It's like that on Pinterest as well. So you can see here, these are some of the examples I've looked for recently. Hope, save money, shopping annuity, constipation. So let's click on shopping annuity. Because it's two separate words, Pinterest separates it out and will show examples with searches for those individual items. So you can see here, now these are not mine, these are pins that were created by other people or repinned by other people. Now, here's one. Now, if you look up here, when you scroll, when you hover over a pin, a little option menu will come up and it says pin it, send, or a little heart. The heart is basically like a like on Facebook or on Instagram or Twitter. Sending it, you can literally send that out to people in different ways. If you click on it, on Pinterest, you can send it out to someone else that you're on Pinterest with. To pin it literally means like a retweet or a share. It gives you the option to take that specific post and put it on your own Pinterest. You can edit the content of the description, and you get to choose which board it goes to. And again, you could add hashtags into that. Just because someone else hasn't really fleshed out a post doesn't mean you can't take a photo that you liked and then flesh it out yourself. You have to be creative and kind of spend some time looking at what other people are doing. And what you want to do is, if you have an idea for a post, what I would do is I would suggest searching for the tags that you're going to use before you use them. Because if you put some obscure tag and no one has ever searched for that before, the likelihood that anyone is going to get back and find it is not very high. So if you are up here,
And don't use little tiny words like the
no,
and
you
it.
want to use things that
Boil it
are
down.
like dazzle words like money, business, entrepreneur, savings, save money, that kind of stuff. You can see here when I typed in money, it came up money saving tips, money gifts, money tree, and then pinners. These are individual pinners, money magazine, money baby, and then there's boards. Here's a board that I have, ways to save money. Then there's another board that Heidi from thefrugalgirls.com has, money saving tips by payoff. Now, I might find articles there that I would think were nice and relevant to share on my board to be able to create traffic. Kind of remember the 80-20 rule. You don't want every single one of your pins to be cluttered and full of products. You want to have information. Yeah, it's 80% information for them, 20% information for you. So it's like with Walmart, if you watch their Facebook page, they do a lot of give, and then they'll ask for something back. You know, they give information, they give tips, they give hints, and then they might share a product to say, hey, come buy this. It's the same idea on Pinterest. As a person, as a business, you don't want to be constantly pushing.
Mm-hmm.
And once you start on Pinterest, I would suggest going out and just finding as many other pinners and boards that you find interesting. You can see here, there's just a couple Aboriginal guys. I like National Geographic, and I like a lot of the photos and stuff. So a lot of that is going to automatically kind of populate here in my wall, so to speak. This is kind of like a news feed on Facebook. This is just the generalized stuff that Pinterest will create specifically for you. You know, there's brand influencer. So
like your trends.
Yes, so
you look at.
It is creating this because of what it knows that you like. So watch these, because you'll often find information here that you're looking for, because Pinterest algorithms are showing you this stuff because it matches up with the stuff that you've already been interested in.
So Shawn, is
Facebook.
there
Right.
a way for you to take something that you find on Pinterest, like an inspirational photo or something, and put it on Facebook?
Absolutely. One of the best ways to do that is going to be to directly take the content and move it. There's not really a good reciprocity between Facebook and Pinterest. Now,
they're almost in competition.
yeah, so they don't play well, but you can take the content and manually move it over. So
what do you do? Save it and then
that's
move it?
what I would do. The other thing that you could do is you could screenshot it. Let's take an example here. Let me find something that is kind of like what we're talking about. So I'm going to search for shopping annuity again, because that one, there's actually a few things that I really like that it created. Shopping annuity. Now, this infographic here, I really like this.
Right, it's from the shoppingannuity.com.
It is. And so you could either use it directly from here, or by clicking on this, it will take you back to where that originated from.
Oh, nice.
So if you go back to where it originated from, you can save it directly. But as you can see, when I get here, the picture's right there. I'm going to scroll down. There we go. Now you can copy and paste this URL into Facebook, the URL, and share it that way. Or if you just want to share the photo, you can save it and do it that way. Now, something with Chrome, and I'm not sure about other brands, and it's a new technology that they're working on, but I downloaded a plugin at the top of my browser. You can see it up with my Shop Buddy icon.
Oh,
there's a
Pinterest
little
plugin. Yep.
button. So that way, Pinterest identifies all the photos on any given page, and it allows me the option, when I scroll over it, you can see in the upper left-hand corner of that photo, it says pin it. So just like Shop Buddy identifies websites that you go to, the Pinterest button identifies photos that are embedded in an individual web browser, and it will give you the option to pin them directly.
Do they have to have been identified by the original person to be a pin,
No.
or you can control the pin
Pinterest directly identifies it as a photo that you can use.
that you can use? Okay.
And if you pin that, it will then direct back to the site you pinned it from.
Cool.
Now, even a little crazier, and the technology is still a little clunky, but I want to show you guys this, and this is a little tidbit for the end of the video.
Oh.
If you right-click and scroll down, you can see Shop Buddy popped up and it says add to trends.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That is
That's
so cool.
It's not fully functional yet,
But
but
it's getting there.
it's the exact same idea as Pinterest. That anytime you're out there and you find a photo, it doesn't matter what it's of, you're going to be able to put it directly into your trends without having to copy and paste and click in the
That is
awesome.
crazy good. That is so
Copy and
It's
awesome.
insane. And this just goes to show that MarketAmericanShop.com are at the forefront. I don't think this technology was their idea, but when they saw something out in the marketplace that was a good idea, they snatched it up. They're increasing the functionality of our website.
And this is all we had to pay was $129.95 to
Absolutely
get this. That's
insane.
pretty incredible.
So there you go.
Wow. Okay, well, thank you, Shawn.